Hi, welcome to another quick tip from Think Creative TV. Hope that you enjoy this, and if you do, it'd be great if you could subscribe and click the like button below. But let's get started with our tip of the day. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to go over how I made the Back to the Future Time Circuits video. Just a bit of fun really, just something to show what Keynote can do as a creative tool. But it also led me to think about how I could make countdown timers, etc. in Keynote. So the same concept is here, but I thought I'd just sort of share how it was done in the first place. So let's jump into Keynote. Here are the time circuits themselves. You can see that I've just stylized this. I'm going to break it apart just to show the different elements, and maybe someone's going to take this idea and turn it into something really cool and be a lot more creative than I am. I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so I just wanted to play around with it. So I'm just going to copy the slide and have a new one just so I don't mess up my original, and just go through like the basics of what I did. So if I select the circuits themselves, I'm just going to move that to the side. You can see that all I've done in this is actually it's just a collection of shapes, right? So we've got the grey outline, we've got the grey kind of elements, the red parts which are meant to look like the stickers that would be on the top, and then the destination time, etc. Some of them, because I keep moving around the size of these things, it keeps changing the text on there, so I can quickly edit that. So that's that element, and then over here basically you've just got the digital clock. So really simple and easy to create. All I did was, if I just select one element, you'll see they are just all different shapes put into place, and some of them the opacity is turned down, the others the opacity is turned up fully so that you can see exactly what the shape is. So if I, for instance, wanted to change this time, I can just let's select all of these, go to the paintbrush, go to style, let's make them nice and bright, and then all of a sudden I've changed that time on that. Likewise over here, let's change this to, let's say 2 instead. So I'm going to need to change this one, change the opacity down. I think I've put it to about 25%, and you see that it disappears. And then I just select the other ones I want to have a nice bright colour. As simple as that. Okay, actually on this one I changed the background colour to yellow because I think it looks a little bit better with a yellow opaque background to it. And that's basically it for the time circuits. So you can just play around with those, and then all I did was just sort of measure it all up and make sure it all syncs in together. So when I just increase the size, you'll see that the text now works a lot better for that. So let's take a look at how we then could use this to play around with the time circuits, play around with changing the time on these things. Everything on this slide is editable, so I can change any of these like we've just seen. So all I'm going to do is duplicate this slide. So I've got the same slide again. And I'm just going to choose like what do I want to change on this second set of numbers. So let's say that we want our destination time to be the future. So let's get our selection in. Takes a little bit of playing around with just to make sure that you've got the right numbers. So we'll go to 38. Oops. $85, and let's say we're going to turn up at let's say we'll turn up at 1 o'clock. Oops. There we go. And with this one, remember I changed it to yellow and then make it opaque just to fit in with the others. 11:21, there we go. Keep it nice and simple. So now I've changed the time we're going into the future quite a long way, and that's my start. This is where I'm going to end up. So they're your simple changes that you've got in there, and all you need to do is then just export this as a movie. Think about how the duration that you want between the slides. I'm going to keep mine to 0. I'm actually going to play around with it later in iMovie to speed things up as well. Tap on export. That's just going to create that as a movie. And then I just save that. And then if I jump into iMovie now, and let's go to a new project. Here we go. And I'm going to select that as my movie. You'll see here, I mean, it's not particularly long anyway. We've got the flashing lights. We see the thing change. Now, if I wanted to make this, when I did this on the previous time that I've shared on Twitter, I actually wanted to make it look like it was glitching. So I just sped it up quite a lot. And then just repeated it over and over again. And basically you end up with a nice movie of your time circuits.